Thank you, Bhante.
Yeah.
Next question. In response to a question on attachment to views and opinions of self and others, you mentioned to contemplate on impermanence, and also it is one of the fetters associated with not being able to attain Sotapanna stage. I do understand this. In a lay or monastic life, one has to make decisions and choices, and these have to be based on one's opinion. So the way I reflect on your answer is that we make these choices based on our understanding, but don't have attachment to them. Please let me know if this interpretation leads to wisdom.
Now, when you, have an opinion, ideas, beliefs, that opinion, ideas, view or belief, you must look at. It is very difficult for people to examine their own views, opinions, ideas, because they are, in order to form an opinion, they themselves must be prejudiced, biased. Now, in order to overcome that bias, that prejudice, one should not have a view. This is exactly in Madhu Pindika Sutta, when Dandapani, Brahmin, who used to walk with a walking stick like myself, went to Buddha and asked him, what did he believe? And Buddha gave a very comprehensive, long answer. This man expected the Buddha to give a certain view, certain opinion. Instead of Buddha said, I don't have my belief, or what I teach is that when you follow this teaching, you will not have any kind of view, opinion. So long as you have view and opinion, you are in conflict with others, because everybody is not following or accepting your opinion or view. So the Buddha's teaching is not to have any opinion or view, rather to free the mind from opinion and views, because opinions, views are always, in the first place, formed with bias. On the other hand, it will lead to conflict. So, when you see the truth, for instance, impermanence is indisputable truth. It is not an opinion. It is not an opinion. It is just the truth. Dependent origination is not an opinion. It is the truth. You may perhaps, if you very mindfully, carefully examine the Dhamma, you will see, as I just finished saying, even the Noble Eightfold Path, each of them develops depending on the previous one, and the previous one has to be very strong and powerful. And therefore, that is, for instance, number one is right understanding. What is right understanding? Right understanding is the understanding of impermanence, dependent origination, and then, of course, Four Noble Truths. These are not opinions. For instance, suffering is not an opinion. Suffering is that what we all experience. That can be physical, mental, or at least existence in samsara. Very existence is suffering, because existence means so many things involved in it. And that existence itself is a suffering. And the cause of it is the desire. No matter what sort of desire we have, even to attain enlightenment is a desire. But that desire, we say, is a desire, wholesome desire, because that desire is desire to be desireless. When you start with letting go or without greed, when you start something without greed, for instance, when you practice generosity and so forth without greed, when your greed is over, you attain the goal. If you do something with greed, with greed you can do something wholesome as well. But what is the result? You keep having more greed, more and more greed, even in human life, divine life, and so forth. You perpetuate greed. But if you start with non-greed, letting go, then when your greed is over, you have already attained enlightenment. And this is a very practical truth. So, this is not an opinion. You can see the difference between opinion and the truth. So, I like to emphasize it for the benefit of all of us, not only you, even me, to understand the truth and liberate ourselves from samsara. I think, friend, this is all time I have today, and I'm very happy that you asked me this question. More questions you ask, more I get stimulated to investigate the Dhamma and to give correct as far as Dhamma is concerned. I want to give a correct answer according to Dhamma. These are not my opinions. Anybody can, this is just like an open book. You can check out and come to a conclusion by yourself as Buddha asked us to do. With this, I want to end this morning session.